Hello everyone, and welcome to True Crime Files, where we dive deep into the chilling mysteries that keep us captivated. Today we explore the haunting case of Jennifer Cave, a young woman whose promising life was cut tragically short. Join us as we unravel the layers of this perplexing story, filled with twists, turns, and unanswered questions. Jennifer was born on 12th of March 1984 to her parents, Sharon and Charles Cave. She was raised in a loving family with dreams as big as the Lone Star State itself. With her striking beauty and vivacious personality, Jennifer captivated those around her, leaving an indelible mark wherever she went. She was part of a large and loving family and one of 4 siblings. From an early age, Jennifer showed immense promise. She excelled academically and was known for her kindness and compassion towards others. Her infectious laughter could light up any room, and her dreams of becoming a teacher spoke volumes about her nurturing spirit. She attended school in Bishop, Texas, before moving to Corpus Christi in 2000. In 2002, she graduated from Mary Carroll High School in Corpus Christi, and in August of that year, she traveled to San Marcos, Texas, to attend Texas State University as a finance major. She had ambitions to work in finance and saw it as a very reliable future, but she dropped out after 1 semester and worked at a restaurant in Austin, Texas, while briefly attending Austin Community College at Riverside campus. Jennifer had a lot of friends, she was very well liked, and knew how to have a good time, but unfortunately, along with these friends, she also started getting into drug addiction. During this time, she started living very close with a boy named Colton Petoniak. Colton Aaron Petoniak was a finance major at the University of Texas at Austin, originating from Bryant, Arkansas, in Greater Little Rock. Before coming to Austin, Petoniak attended Christ the King School and Catholic High School for boys in Little Rock, Arkansas. He was a National Merit Scholar, and in 2000, Petoniak was one of 7 senior finalists at his high school, and one of 166 senior finalists in the state. Petoniak had high grades and earned a scholarship to attend University of Texas at Austin. Petoniak had also once entered a rehabilitation program for drugs. In 2004, police found cocaine, prescription sleeping pills that he had unlawfully obtained, and anxiety medication in his apartment. He was arrested for possession of illegal drugs. Colton pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor and served 20 days in prison. Petoniak had no previous record of violent crime. Authorities said that Cave and Petoniak had no previous discord before the murder. Although Jennifer and Colton's relationship remained limited to friendship, even their romantic partners during college were different, and they knew it. Colton's girlfriend was Laura Ashley Hall. She was a University of Texas at Austin student. She had previously gone out with Colton and had doted on his every whim, though people around the two would say that he actually treated her like dirt. During all this, and after 3 long years of studying, her course at college was finally coming to an end. But despite this, she didn't want to leave Austin as she had gained many friends there. So instead, Jennifer began to search for a job, and her hard work and dedication paid off. On August 16, 2005, Jennifer Cave showed up at a local law firm in response to a posting for a 1-day filing job. The firm was so impressed by her enthusiasm and good work that she was offered a full-time position to begin the next day. That evening, Jennifer was very happy, so she talked to her mother, roommate, and ex-boyfriend, telling them how excited she was about her first day at the new job. Her mother, Sharon, could tell that her daughter was over the moon with this job and was once again self-assured of her life. At around 9 p.m. that night, Jennifer planned to go downtown to get something to eat, and she called her friend Colton Petoniak. Jennifer called Colton as she had missed a call from him earlier that evening at 6 p.m., so she rang him back at 9 p.m., and they arranged to meet downtown. They met and had some food at a restaurant, and afterward went to a bar on 6th Street in downtown Austin. When they were there, they met a few of Jennifer's friends. Jennifer's friends then wanted to go to another bar just across the street. Jennifer and Colton said that they would join them. It was around midnight. They were a little behind the group as they had to pay the bill, and Jennifer's friends saw them at the door of the bar as if they were about to join them. But then, for some reason, they both just walked away. The next day, the 17th of August, Jennifer did not show up at the law firm, and by the afternoon, they still had not heard from her. One of the law firm's attorneys called Jennifer's mother, Sharon, asking if she knew her whereabouts. She thought it odd that Jennifer didn't go to work because she had applied for the job and was thrilled to get it. She called Jennifer, but she didn't pick up the phone. She tried again and again, but still no response. She contacted Jennifer's cell phone provider, which gave her a list of phone calls she made. According to the phone records, Sharon called the numbers listed above and spoke with Michael Rodriguez. Michael was Jennifer's friend and told Sharon he called at 10:30 p.m. on August 16th. He said Jennifer was hanging out with Colton, and Colton was having some issues. He sent 2 text messages to Jennifer that night, and she responded. 2 hours later, he called again, this time at midnight and again at 1:05 a.m. According to Michael, Jennifer told him that Colton was upset because he had lost his phone, and Colton told her that the only people who could help him were in jail. Jennifer seemed fine when Michael spoke to her. She didn't sound intoxicated or that she was in any sort of trouble. When Michael made the call, he said Jennifer was walking to her car and Colton was with her. The records show that this was the last call Michael made to Jennifer. So, based on that information, Sharon contacted Colton. Colton said that he didn't know where Jennifer was. Sharon called Jennifer's friends, the same ones she saw the night before, but none of them knew where she was. They all said Jennifer was with Colton when they last saw her, but they all said that she seemed okay, and there were no problems or issues. Sharon called Colton again that night, August 17th, and told him police were on the way to his place to talk to him. She had reported her daughter missing. The following day, August 18th, Sharon still had not heard from Jennifer, and no one knew where she was, so she drove from Corpus Christi to Austin with her boyfriend, Jim Sedgwick. Soon, the family got the news they had never wanted to hear. The police told Sharon that they had found Jennifer's car. It was parked outside Colton's apartment building. Sharon, Jim, and Jennifer's sister Vanessa went to Colton's apartment. He was not present. Without a search warrant, the police were unable to enter Colton's apartment and had to leave. Jim entered the building after Sharon used a chip in one of the window's panes to unlock it. Jim looked around the apartment and found something horrifying in the bathroom. The mutilated body of Jennifer was in the bathtub. The police were called immediately.
Austin 911, do you need police, fire, or EMS? Please hurry, please hurry. Our address of the emergency? It's in Orange Tree Apartments, 25th Street. It's 20. Ma'am, give me the address. Ma'am, hello? Ma'am, I need the address. Ma'am? Ma'am, I can't send help if I don't know where to send them. Sir, this is 911. We have a lot of help on the way. I just need to be able to confirm if she is conscious and breathing.
No, I think she's dead.
Okay. Is there any way, do you think that we can go in there and get her flat on her back and we need to start CPR until the paramedics can get there?
There's nothing. I don't want to touch her. I mean, this is a real gruesome, messed up scene now.
Okay, so she is past, you believe she's past doing CPR?
I do, and I also believe that we've got a crime scene here that I don't want to disturb.
Okay, I understand. Can you give me the female's name, please?
Her name is Jennifer Cady.
Jennifer K?
C-A-B-E.
Upon discovery, Cave's body had been partially dismembered and had many stab wounds. A hacksaw had been placed on her abdomen. After her death, she was shot in the head once. Toxicology tests concluded that during her death, Cave had alcohol, marijuana, and methamphetamine in her system. Bill Bishop, a prosecutor for the Travis County, Texas government, said, "As far as murders go, this is a very clean murder. He shot her through the arm. The bullet traveled into the chest, through the heart, pretty much killing her instantly. It was the post-murder behavior that made it so grotesque. The mutilation was anger. It wasn't any effort to hide the body or get rid of the body. It was just playing with it, like it was a toy." On the day that Cave's body had been discovered, Colton Petoniak and Laura Hall escaped from the United States using Hall's automobile. Using signals from his cell phone, authorities found that the two had crossed into Mexico on August 18, 2005. The two were in Mexico for 5 days. Armed with this information, authorities combed border surveillance video and found an image of Hall's green Cadillac crossing into Mexico on August 18th at 2:41 a.m., the night following Cave's murder. A Mexican SWAT team discovered the two in a Holiday Inn in Piedras Negras, a city on the Mexico-United States border across from Eagle Pass, Texas, on August 23, 2005. The Mexican law enforcement drove the two to the border. There, U.S. Marshals arrested Petoniak. Hall was allowed to leave by herself. The same day as Petoniak's arrest, a friend of Hall's phoned police and said that she was bragging about having helped Petoniak. The friend, named Aziz, told authorities that she said she was desperately in love with him, to the point of seeing them as Bonnie and Clyde, and believed that, with her assistance, he might walk from the charges. When Aziz expressed shock that she would try to assist an axe murderer, she replied that the death was an accident and said, "There is a big difference between manslaughter and first-degree murder." Police quickly arrested Hall on charges of hindering apprehension. At his trial, Colton said he remembers meeting Jennifer at a restaurant downtown, but he doesn't remember what happened next. He said he had taken a Xanax and was drinking vodka by 5 p.m. that night. He was heavily drinking and had a history of drug addiction. He said he doesn't remember anything that happened. He pleads not guilty to the charge of first-degree murder because his drug use means he's not capable of intent, which is a key factor in a first-degree murder charge. Colton said that on the morning of August 17th, he went into his apartment and found Jennifer lying in his bathtub. He said she was dead, but he didn't know how she died. He conceded that from the evidence, it appeared that he had shot her. Jennifer was killed by a single gunshot that passed through her right arm, right lung, and aorta, causing her death within 15 seconds. But it was what happened after that that was even more horrific in nature. Jennifer's head and both hands had been severed from her body and were found in a black plastic garbage bag that lay on the floor next to the bathtub. A machete and a hacksaw were found in the bathroom. A second bullet was fired post-mortem through the severed neck up into the skull. There were 29 post-mortem stab wounds on the face, chest, and hand. Colton denied firing the shot into Jennifer's decapitated head and stabbing and dismembering the body. During Colton's trial, his neighbor and friend Nora said something that revealed the truth. She said she saw Colton at around 3 a.m. on August 17th. She said that Colton was at her apartment for between 15 to 30 minutes when he called over at 3 a.m. that morning. He asked her if he could borrow her phone since he had lost his. She said yes. He made 2 calls at 3:27 and 3:28 a.m. to his friend Evan Ray. But Evan didn't answer, and he said that there had been a gunfight with some Mexican guys at his apartment, and they fired 5 shots, and for his safety, he fired 2. Nora saw some blood on Colton's forearm, and she thought he was making it up as he appeared to be intoxicated, and she had not heard any gunshots that night. Cell phone records presented to the trial indicated that on August 17th at 5:59 a.m., Colton made a 13-minute call to Laura Hall. 2 more calls were made at 6:57 and 7:24 in the morning. On the morning of August 17th, Colton called Laura Hall to his apartment, and together they discussed how to dispose of Jennifer's body. Colton said he did not see Laura dismember Jennifer's body, but he had heard her say that she would need some more tools to do what she was trying to do. And then, at 3 o'clock that afternoon, he went to a hardware store to get the things Laura had needed. He bought a hacksaw, bathroom tissue, shop towels, dust masks, latex gloves, 55-gallon drum liners, ammonia, carpet cleaner, and odor eliminator. Forensic investigation revealed that the bullets found in Jennifer's body were fired from a Smith & Wesson S380 pistol, which was registered in the name of Colton. DNA tests showed that neither Colton nor Laura could be excluded as the source of DNA evidence on the grip, slide, and magazine of the gun. There was no blood on the blue towel found at Colton's home, but DNA of both Laura and Colton was found. Only Jennifer's DNA was found on the blade of a hacksaw found lying on her chest. The handle was not tested. During the investigation, Colton was found guilty of first-degree murder and sent to prison for 55 years. On the other hand, Laura Hall was convicted of tampering with evidence and hindering the apprehension of Colton. She was sentenced to 10 years in prison. After completing her sentence, Laura was released in 2018. While justice was served in the courtroom, the memory of Jennifer Cave lives on in the hearts of those who loved her. May her legacy serve as a reminder to cherish every moment and to stand against senseless acts of cruelty. As we conclude, let us honor Jennifer's memory by advocating for a world where such tragedies are but distant memories and where every individual can live free from fear. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the case of Jennifer Cave. Remember to subscribe to True Crime Files for more gripping tales that will keep you on the edge of your seat. And always stay vigilant, for the truth is often darker than we imagine. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and never forget to question the unknown.